The time is 8:30 in the morning time on this Thursday morning, September 5th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, September 5th, 2019. Got, and good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning, September 5th, 2019. It is 8:30 a.m. and it is 60 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:30 is Category 3, Hurricane Dorian wrecks the Carolinas. Santa Barbara boat fire investigation will take more than a year, DSB says. President Trump roasted for altered Hurricane Dorian map. Boris Johnson's brother Joe announced resignation of the UK government. China and US agreed to meet in October for trade negotiations. And temporary expanded public service law forgives dead-eyes most requests. Democrats walk tightrope in fight over Trump wall funds. FBI's terror watch list violates the Constitution, federal judge says. Trump's falls, more rallies, more promises, more Democratic attacks. In Hong Kong, protests, China angrily connects dots back to the U.S. U.S. offered millions in cash to captain of Iranian tanker. U.S. women busted try to smuggle newborn and carry-on luggage. A man bought modern generators to help the Bahamas. They're being delivered by a boat. Lawyer says Kroger, Walmart, no open carry, rules illegal. Nissan chief Hiroto Sarakawa confirms he was improperly overpaid. Insurers pitch new ways to pay for $1 million therapies. Serious cuts to 250 employees at Hoffman Estate headquarters. Look at that stocks now. Up 237.45, 26, 355.47. SP 5 up 31.51 at 29, 37.78, and Nasdaq up 102.72 at 79.76.88. Tyrannosaurus Rex had a built-in air conditioner, study says. NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida gets all clear as Hurricane Dorian moves on. Space Agency satellite forced to launch SpaceX mega constellation in orbit at Earth. Death much of a segment in the trilobate that excludes early animal evolution. Sugar-free diet soda is linked to higher risk of death. A new study shows there is no link between public grooming and certain STIs, and investigators focus on THC Minnesota vaping lung disease case. Looking at news from the wires, negotiators for the United States and China will return to the bargaining table next month in the number effort to end the trade conflict, officials said Thursday. Iran to develop nuclear centrifuges in defiance of JCPOA. Carrie Lam, Beijing supports withdrawal of extradition bill. Why not slap sanctions on Iranian shipping network? Dorian 800,000 under evacuation orders in South Carolina. Widespread power outages. Officials brief a sign of relief as Dorian heads to the Carolinas. Hurricane Dorian lashes South Carolina's Category 3 strength. Denver, tiny bark beetles the size and a black beetle have killed. Mountain the pine trees in the west, but the ecologists and forest managers disagree about where they are. A pest or a boon to the wildlife ecosystems. New Walker Company Firefly Aerospace has pushed back this first launch to early 2020 due to supplier delays. The race is on for the next mayor of Taunton. Peter Cello News Time is 8:34 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for a Peter Cello Sports Report. Boston Red Sox over the Minnesota Twins 6-2 at Fenway Park. And the Boston Red Sox have that off. Wrapping it out, Questions cruise to the semifinals will face Berrettini. And Peter Joe news time is 8:35 on this. Thursday, and the Sox and the Twins square off in the finale of a 3-game series at Fenway Park. 7:10 p.m. with Nathan Maloney man for the Red Sox. And now, traffic and transit check at 8:35. Beep beep on the MBTA's. Red eye signal pairs are going for the effector for JK UMass to Fields Court and North Quincy during the time. Train-based stations along the normal though are break slowly between them. Please put for additional travel time. Worcester train 508, 6 minutes 7 from Worcester's operate 25, 35 minutes basket between Ashland and South Station to later on below the equipment and every ridership. Framingham train 586, 17 a.m. from Framingham is now open 25, 35 minutes basket between London and South Station due to the late arrival equipment and Worcester train 510, 724 from Worcester's operate 50, 25 minutes basket between Framingham and South Station due to the late arrival train 503. Kingston train 038, 736 a.m. from Kingston is operate 5 minutes basket between Braintree and South Station. Middlebury train 006, 6 minutes from Middlebury Lakeville's operate 5 minutes basket between Holbrook, Red Off, and South Station due to door operated issue. Needham train 606, 801 from Needham Access departed. Needham Access off 5 minutes basket due to the later on upon train 601 caused by earlier Amtrak train traffic and Providence train 812. 7:50 from Providence is part of Providence operate 15-25 minutes basket due to later on upon train 803. And the Thursday are looking good. Okay. Looking at the highways and byways. Providence vicinity 95, stop by side. Little slope between protected Providence, 95, north by side. Slope between west east Greenwich and downtown Providence, 95, stop by side. Slope between Crescent and east Greenwich. Route 4 and north by side, east Greenwich, 295, stop by side. Slope between Justin and Warwick, 295, north by side. Slope between Warwick and Johnson, and 95. 195, westbound, so between East Providence down to Providence. 146, southbound, so between 15 and 95 downtown Providence. 295, both is bound to Justin out of work. 146, southbound, and the northbound ties also says with off Smith down to 99, northbound ties, so between 146 and 122 of the Lincoln Socket stretch, and 138 westbound side, Little so report down to Jamestown. Jamestown, Battle Prince Chicago Bridge is on, looking good, and Route 6 eastbound side, Little so Yarmouth stretch. Board Bridge to the southbound side, Little so train and northbound side, Little so on the board rotary. And 495 on the northbound side, so between 126 Bellingham down to Route 9 of Westburg. 295 northbound side, so between Mansfield on and 128 in Canton. 24 northbound side, so between Route 20. 7 and Rockland on the Route 128 in Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side, so between 228 and Rockland and Braintree Split. 7 Expressway on the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split down to Dorchester. 128 on the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split down to Route 20 Waltham. Mass Pike eastbound, so between Worcester and all the way down to the Austin Brighton tolls and Mass Pike westbound, so lower board down to South Boston. 93 southbound side, so doing that. Zig Bridge downtown Boston. 93 Beaufort downtown Boston backed up. 7 Expressway and northbound side between the Braintree split down to Mass Pike downtown Boston. 7 Expressway southbound, so quickly down to Braintree split. 128 southbound side also between Litchfield and all the way down Route 2 Lexington and Route 2 westbound, so between Lexington stretch, Route 2 eastbound, so between Arlington down to Belmont, down to Cambridge, and Route 3 is southbound side, so between Route 40 and Chilton down to Route 128 in Burlington. 495 in the southbound side, so between Lawrence and all the way down to Route 93 out in Andover. 495 in the northbound side, so between Route 3 and 3A in the whole stretch. 495 in the southbound side, also between Bolton and Nana. 290 in Marburg. 495 in the northbound side, so between Route 117 and Route 111 in Boxburg. 290 eastbound, so between the Pike down to Route 190 in Worcester. 290 146 to the northbound side, also at 290 in Worcester. Peter, Children's time is 8:39. Time now for weather report. 8 a.m. advisory on Dorian. 150 mile per hour winds. Perception pressure 959. Millbars location 32.1 at the north. 79.3 to the west. Northeast at 7 to 8 miles an hour. Light rain and storm surge and a dangerous winds are expected along portions of the coast of South Carolina, North Carolina, and portions of Southeast Virginia and southern Chesapeake Bay. Regardless of the exact track your Dorian center, water Levels could rise with well in advance of this. Rival strong winds and residents of these areas should follow advice given by local emergency officials, and flash flood will become increasingly likely across the eastern Carolinas, today to be a high risk of flash flood over the coastal sections of the Carolinas where light friendly flash flood is expected. Okay, look at that forecast. It goes like this. Today, most of the time about 74 degrees. Northeast about 5 to 7 miles. Tonight, mostly costs about 52 degrees. Light east wind for Friday. Check the shots May after 5 p.m. Mostly costs about 72 degrees. Light northeast wind. Anticipation is 30%. Light new results at 7 inch possible for Friday night. Rain low at 55 degrees. Northeast about 50 miles. Gust size 29 miles an hour. Shows at 59%. New results between half and 3/4 inch possible for Saturday. Rain before noon. Then a gentle showers between noon and 2 p.m. under 67 degrees. North about 11 to 60 miles an hour. Gust size 34 miles an hour. Shows at 8%. So tonight, podcast about 53 degrees and west about 3 to 5 miles an hour for Sunday. Sunny podcast about 76 about 52 degrees, west about 7 miles an hour. Shiver light north wind for Monday. Most sunny podcast about 72 about 51 degrees, light north wind, shiver light November wind. Tuesday, most sunny about 72 degrees, northeast about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Tuesday night, check the showers, most gusts about 53 degrees, south about 3 to 5 miles an hour, chance of 30%. And Wednesday, check the showers, partly sunny about 73 degrees, south about 3 to 8 miles an hour, west gust size 3 miles an hour, chance of 30%. Right now, Norton, it is a 60 degrees and clear skies. That's me for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this September 5th, 2019 on a Thursday. P. Whistle, you have a good morning, goodbye day, to hope you have a wonderful day.